Hi Scorpio, hope you guys are doing great today. Just going to do your general messages for the end of May. I guess the last 2 weeks of May or so, okay? I'm super busy grading finals and stuff, so I'm not going to be doing a weekly breakout, but so this is going to cover the last 2 weeks of May. We're going to be doing love and career. I'm going to timestamp for career because I'm going to be starting with love. First, we're going to do some astro dice to get you crowning messages. I hope you guys are doing great today. Remember, the messages are general. Try not to make them fit if they don't. We got stuff going on in the house relationships. We have number 7, 7th house. We have Uranus, future, shaking things up. Things are going to happen differently. And we have Libra. So we have Libra, which is the house of relationships, right? Libra's natural home is in the 7th house of relationships, right? That's ruled by Venus. Then we have Uranus here, which is all about, it rules Aquarius. It's about shaking things up, doing things differently. How have you been doing things, Scorpio? Guess what? Things need to happen a little differently. So let's break it down even more specifically when we get these things. So let's start with Uranus, right? So Uranus rules the future. Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, and this energy supports you breaking through the boundaries of any kind of self-imposed limitation that you've been putting on yourself and building something brand new from the ground up, right? Ideas are really going to be popping right now for you. So it's really time to, I've been saying, like, throw caution into the wind, take those chances. This is time to take those chances. This rules the future, something different in the house of relationships. So, having to do with relationship, that's an obvious one, right? This has to do with the very close connections, close relationships. But at the same time, this is any key relationship. This could also be a business partnership, people who you work really close with, very close friends, very, very close family. So a key relationship is ready for some special attention right now. Scorpio, who have you been neglecting in your life, or who's been neglecting you? And how, if possible, can that bond be rebuilt that you once shared? So, think about it. If you need to talk something out, or whether it's time for you to energetically, say take it easy and wish them well and just simply move on. Okay, whether that is an intimate partner, or whether that's a business partnership or anything like that. And Libra, whenever we have Libra, we always want to think about the scales, right? Because the glyph is the scales. So we have to really think here, has everything been handled very equitably, having to do with any of these 7th house energies, be it a relationship or be it a business partnership, because this indicates that it's time to reclaim your personal power. So any place that you may have been giving it away for free in the name of being nice, you need to look at that, because your needs matter. Your needs matter, having to do with whatever it is in work or whatever it is in that partnership. So we're going to come back to those, obviously, throughout the reading, because those are important energies. But let's get started by pulling a Celtic cross spread for our Scorpio friends who are in relationship. Okay, remember also, guys, very important to note, the energies can always be vice versa. So if I say something about you, it could certainly be applicable toward your partner and vice versa. Okay. Messages for Scorpio friends. Messages Scorpios need to understand for this middle of the Venus and Gemini retrograde. 10 of Cups, nice. Being crossed by the 2 of Coins. Oh, somebody's got a new choice. A path. Doesn't have to be people. It just means that some sort of choice needs to be made within the relationship. Beautiful. We're coming from the world. What? Scorpio. All right. So you're going to know right away if this is if this is your reading. If it's not, I apologize. Maybe we get you next time. The world, coming from the world energy, this is a really nice energy because there's a history to this energy. The world doesn't just happen. The world happens through very hard work, because it's a Saturn energy. So this is the kind of thing where you have gone through it, Scorpio. You have been through it with this person, really been through it, and you're still standing. Hook by crook, you guys are somehow still standing, right? So this is the past energy I have you guys coming in from. Now, the current situation right now, we have the Ten of Cups, which is, hey, man, the Ten of Cups. Those of you who know tarot know this is what you want in a career reading. Beautiful energy, Mars and Pisces. This is one of the reconnection cards. It is also the card of let's smooth this over once and for all card, right? Mars and Pisces. So Mars rules Aries. Aries is all about a fresh perspective and a new path. So it's handling something in a different way, or at least taking the relationship on a new path closer to what you're dreaming about, right? Because when we have Pisces and we have a Cups energy here, this is about what's in your mind's eye about what you really want for this relationship, right? So the foundation of the energy of the relationship is grounded in that desire, and it's being crossed by the Two of Coins. So the Two of Coins energies are Jupiter and Capricorn, which is super positive. Even though Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, it really is about responsibility too. So this is about putting in, what are you going to put your work in? What kind of work are you going to put into this relationship? Or what kind of work needs to be put into this relationship from both of you? Not only you or them, you know, in general, for you guys to reach that space of luck and success and expansion within the relationship where you guys can level it up. So the Pentacles, you know, can have to do with resources. So this can have to do with either one of you or both of you trying to decide between a new job that's going to end up in, you know, allowing for the relationship to be leveled up, right? So, for, you know, a very mundane example of that would be if, you know, money is an issue right now, you know, you making a decision in money that ends up bringing the resources that's necessary for maybe you guys to move in together, you guys to get engaged, or for you guys to do that thing together that you've been wanting to do. Now, in relationship reads, really all the time, Pentacles also means mental, physical, and emotional connection. It doesn't only mean resources, right? So this could certainly be the situation where you're like, all right, maybe we've been together and we're working, things are good, but are you getting tickled to be pulled in another direction, right? Having to do with relationship. And I do have to say that even though things have been really good and we have this beautiful Ten of Cups energy, I feel like there's some sort of hesitation in a particular area of this relationship that's maybe like energetically pulling you onto a new path, not necessarily to another person, though this is a general message. So it can be where all of a sudden out of nowhere, either one of you or both of you are being pulled, you know, towards a different energy. You know, because then we do have crowning here. We do have the Queen of Cups reverse. So there's something, whenever we have a cup energy reverse, feelings are not being fully shared. So it's almost like something is cooking underneath. And there's some element about this connection that's making you not feel very safe, because this is a Gemini and Cancer energy. And Cancer is all about, Cancer rules that is a naturally associated with the fourth house of home. Cancer is all about safety, right? Cancer is all about safety. Now, what happens when Cancer doesn't feel safe? What happens when this energy doesn't feel safe? I always use the simile that it's like a crab on a beach, right? Because Cancer is the crab, and you have the crabs on. We've all been there, right? Where we've seen crabs on the sand, right near the edge of the water. Well, the truth is, crabs don't really like the water, because that's where all those emotions lie, right, in the water, even though they're a water sign. That's the funny thing. So what happens is, you know, they're out on the land and they're like, oh, I'm thirsty for the water, right, for the emotions. Let me go into the water. As it goes into the water, oh, no, I'm not really that comfortable here. Let me go back on land. Oh, no, I'm not really that comfortable here. Let me go back in the water. And there's something under that, though. There's something that's making that crab feel uncomfortable, right? So there's some sort of energy here, because it's Gemini and Cancer in energy, but it's in reverse. There's something about this that's not making you feel 100% safe. Now, it could be your vulnerability and insecurity that you took into the relationship. It could be something that this person is doing. It could be a general fear of the future. Right now, when we have Gemini energy, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury, which is all about truth and communication and everything, and in the reverse, I feel like you guys aren't talking about it. So there's something that you're feeling hesitant about, that you're really not openly communicating with. And a good reason could be because you're like, oh, maybe it's me, you know, I know I'm Scorpio, I'm a water energy, I'm so sensitive, I don't know. Or maybe you're just not sure about the full scope of your feelings, so you're not saying anything yet. But there is this idea of you really wanting to get in touch with the truth here, because we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is like serious truth here, Capricorn and Aquarius. So the whatever whatever is the reality of this is based in reality. When we have Capricorns ruled by Saturn, again, it's about, the truth of a responsibility, the truth of something that happened in the past, the reality of a job. All of these things would encompass. It sounds unrelated, but they're not, because Capricorn, again, is about work, ruled by Saturn, which rules the past, which rules karma, which rules responsibility and putting in the hard work. And it's an Aquarius energy as well. So it's Capricorn and Aquarius. Aquarius being ruled by Uranus, which we got as one of the crowning energies, is about what needs to happen that's different. So this is a conversation about some like a slice of reality pie being served up here, about something having to do with the past, the truth of a situation. This could be the truth, the reality of a particular job, right? That would definitely inflect some sort of finances, and how things need to be done differently. So you could be in a really great relationship where the core of your connection is love, but it's not going to be, butterflies and roses constantly. So I do feel like there's some sort of truth that needs to be looked at, because one of you or both of you are feeling very unsafe and uncomfortable and a little left to center, having to do with something. So something needs to be worked out here. Now, representing you and only you, we have the Knight of Wands, which is beautiful. So you have a lot of passion for this relationship to move it forward, which is really great in a different way, right? This is Scorpio and Sagittarius. So I do get, Scorpio, that you're very sexually attracted to your partner, absolutely. And you have a lot of fire in your belly to move something forward with them, right? I mean, that Sagittarius is about moving forward with integrity, being ruled by Jupiter, luck and expansion, feeling really good about it, feeling very attracted to them, feeling very excited about something, and really wanting to move forward with them, which is really nice. Now, the energy external to you, we have the Three of Coins in the reverse. So the energy external to you, meaning this is not the energy that you have any control over. Okay, you don't have control over this. Now, I'm going to say this as a person and as an influence. So if this is the person that you're dealing with, and you're going to know if it is, Mars and Three of Pentacles is Mars and Capricorn energy, and in reverse, it means not actively building something right now. Right, because when it's in the upright, I always call it the architect card, because it's, what the architect does is it comes in, draws the blueprints, gives it to the contractor, and it's like, build this building so that we can live in it and we could build our life, right? So it's that beginning connection. It's connecting in that way. So this could be your partner maybe is going through a bit of a financial struggle right now. Okay, so that's if it's a person. If this is a general influence, this could just be that the money's not there for you guys to get that house, for you guys to get that, whatever it is, engagement ring, have that wedding in the, you could get married anyway, but you know what I mean, like where you feel like it's holding you back. So the energies external to you that you don't have control over, that are impacting your finances, is something that is, that you're dealing with right now. But what I like is that it's not dampening your desire to move forward with this person. It's just, this is something that needs to be addressed. Absolutely. So your fear is the Fool. I love the Fool. Probably my favorite major arcana, because I think that the Fool is all the cards all in one. Because how much strength and wherewithal does it take to just be like, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyway, right? It's taking that calculated risk on a brand new path. The Fool is Uranus, right? Again, Uranus. You have a lot of Uranus. There's a lot of doing it differently right now, Scorpio. So I do like that, for sure. This is a good energy for you. Don't be scared of it. This is not real. This is in your fear position. And I get that on some sort of subliminal level. You're feeling this hesitation about moving into this next space with this person. And I see it with the Queen of Cups reverse and the King of Swords. There's some dose of reality, or some element rather, is really what I should say, about this connection that's making you feel like that you're not going to be able to have a firm foundation. Yeah, this is the outcome energy here, is the Four of Wands. And this is such a great energy in the upright. It's the honeymoon card. It's strong foundation. It's really positive because it's a Venus in Aries. So it does indicate like a new chapter. It would indicate a new chapter of your life together, and having that Venus in there. Whenever Venus is there, again, everybody associates Venus straight away with love, but it's also a money planet. And it's also really more important than those two things, I think, is self-esteem and how we value ourselves and how we feel about how the version of ourselves when we're in a connection. So there's something that's going to be feeling, there's going to be delay here. First of all, whenever we have wands and it's reverse, this does not mean you're not going to have the foundation, Scorpio. That's not what this means at all. It means that there's going to be delay. So I feel like it's connected to this Three of Pentacles energy. So it could certainly be that, because the Four of Wands is a very forward-moving energy, right? It's very forward-moving. Whenever we have Aries is a very fast, fiery energy. Think about it. It's the baby of the zodiac, right? Think about a little baby who's excited about something. It's like, really. So it's there still, but there's going to be delay in it. There's going to be delay. All right. Now we have the Seven of Wands as the near future. I like this energy for you. I do, because this is a Mars and Libra energy, and this tells me that you're going to be establishing what you want, need, and desire in this connection. This is not a negative card at all. It's super positive. You're very excited about being in this connection. You're very excited. You feel a lot of passion, to get this moving. Again, Mars and Leo. Now, whenever we have Leo hanging out, Leo does need their ego stroked a little bit. Now, it's not necessarily in a negative way, but what I like about this with Mars in there is you're going to be approaching this next chapter, but in a way where you're recognized in the way that you want to be recognized, where you're more of a stronger, an even stronger voice in the relationship, right? And where your needs are going to certainly be met. And this is to the point of you laying it out and just saying, what's necessary. Like, this is what's necessary in order to move forward. This is what I need. If you guys have kids, this is what your kids need, because the Seven of Wands also does, that energy also is fitting for somebody, defending a group of people and saying what a group of people need, right? So this could be you speaking on behalf of either yourself or on behalf of your family, and it's Scorpio. It's like saying, okay, whatever's going on is going on in the world, whatever it is, but this is what we absolutely need in order to feel safe, secure, move forward. I always say, Cancer in particular, but then I say Scorpio second. Actually, no, you know what? I can't really say that. I could just think all the water signs, safety is very, very important to you guys. Safety. I mean, even though you guys are all about transformation and all of that, there's this element of safety that's very necessary for you to want to really safely continue in a connection in a way where you won't feel the need to sabotage, where you won't feel the need to open yourself up to any kind of negative energies. It's only in your fear and your insecurity that you open yourself up to negative energies on a very subconscious level. You don't even realize it, So I think that's really, I like this reading for you. I feel like there's a lot of solid feelings here, I do. I feel like there are solid intentions here, but I feel like there's something going on with the foundation of the relationship. And when I say that, like, what is the foundation of any relationship is safety. So a lot of times that is connected to resources. It's connected to a number of things, So I do feel like that is the main issue, right, within the connection at this particular point. But I see you guys working it out. So let's pull some oracles, okay? Let's pull some oracles to get an idea of what's happening a little more specifically. For our Scorpio friends. Friendship, good. Yeah, you guys have to be friends right now. That's really important. Manifesting miracles, yeah. Good. Good. Oh, I like this. This is very nice. There's like just such okay, I'm knocking over my sage. Can't take me anywhere. Okay. Yeah, let me read these first, and then I'm going to pull a couple more cards. Okay, so first we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. Yeah, I mean, guys, it's common sense, probably preaching to the choir here, but when you're having, if it's money issues or resources or anything like that, or you're just feeling off, that's when you should really be embracing the friendship in your connection, because you guys need each other during those times. Manifesting miracles, Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. When it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding. And I feel like you guys are going to be popping with some ideas. You just are. When it comes to this relationship, things are going to be, no, I don't want those. I'm not feeling those. Things are going to be occurring to you that are solutions. You're going to be very focused on solutions right now, which is what I like, having to do with this relationship. What's fair, right? We get that Libra energy. So these I don't read in reverse, guys, because when I do oracles, everything's always in the upright. So the Hermit energy, all right. So so for some of you, the Hermit energy is you guys are just going to be taking a mental space, right? The mental space right now to do a little bit of thinking about everything that's going on. This is Virgo energy. You might be the only Virgo. Others of you, this is very quietly and privately really focusing on your relationship in a very private way, just really focusing on your connection. So I do like that. Knight of Wands, again, we have this very strong passion. Okay, Knight of Wands, very strong passion. I like it, Scorpio and Sagittarius. So while there's a lot of attraction here, there is this desire to move forward. It is going to be happening. We have it under Manifesting Miracles. Beautiful, beautiful. Knight of Cups. I mean, these are really nice energies to get in a relationship read. Not going to lie, this is absolutely beautiful. Aquarius and Pisces. Aquarius is ruled by who? Uranus. Uranus is the friend for you guys during this time period, shaking things up, doing things differently. Absolutely beautiful. It's Aquarius and Pisces. Pisces is moving you towards that dream space. But what I like is, you know, he's like, here's my cup. We're going to do things differently now. Things are going to be different for us. We're going to move forward in this way. And the thing is, it's not going to just be talk and dream and all of that, you know, floaty fantasy about what you guys would like to do someday. I do see Uranus really popping in and making things so that you guys are presented with situations where it's almost like, for some of you, you're going to be pushed to have to do things differently. For others of you, the ideas are just going to come so naturally for you guys to do something differently. So really great, really beautiful love read. God, let's hope your career read is as good. Let's get into the career read for our Scorpio friends for the last 2 weeks of May 2020. Crazy times that we're in, you know, independent of the COVID situation. Many people are still in lockdown, partial lockdown, but we are in retrograde season. So lots of things that seem real aren't. There's some confusion. People coming back from the past. If not, crazy dreams about people in the past. That's just us trying to put some people to bed once and for all from our past. That's what that is. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. Let's see what we have for career. Scorpio, 10 of Cups. See, now we have 10 of Cups reverse coming in. Yeah. All right. So first of all, for some of you, you may have lost your job recently. And guys, when I say recently, it could have been last year, last week, last month, last year. It from an energetic perspective, it's whatever is actively still in your energy. That goes for a relationship, that goes for any reading in tarot, okay? It's not like the energies are like, oh, look, it's October 15th, you know? I mean, we can indicate transits that way, but the energy doesn't understand that. So anyway, I digress. So the 10 of Cups can indicate you maybe having lost your job and you not going back to it. Okay? For others of you, you could have just been in a space, you know, Mercury and Virgo in reverse here. Whenever we have Mercury in reverse, there's either information not coming in or the potential for manipulation. Virgo has to do with Pentacles, that has to do with money. So there was some sort of information not coming in, some sort of manipulation, or this could simply be information came in that kind of ceased and desisted everything, right? Which is really what happened with the virus, right? For a lot of people having to do with career. That's in the past though. Right now, we're dealing with the Strength reverse. and the Queen of Swords reverse. Okay, so the Strength reverse, so Leo energy in reverse, so you're not feeling very good about things, Scorpio, when it comes to your career. You had particular aspirations moving forward for yourself in your career that actually just got nipped in the bud. And it's scary. You're scared. Like at the end of the day, if we sift through all of the frustration, the potential and justified bitterness that you might be feeling right now, or whatever it is, the frustration, something not happening here for you, when we sift through all of that, the nugget that's left on the bottom is nothing more than fear. It's fear. Whenever we have Strength reverse, you just have to keep that in check, is the little caveat with that, because you don't want to end up lashing out. You don't want to end up coming off as too entangled in egotism, because that's not going to end up serving you. But so I'm just going to keep it as fear, because everything I just mentioned as far as egotism and lashing out, that's fear with a different kind of dress on. Do you know what I mean? It's the core of all of that is fear. And that fear is being crossed by the Queen of Swords. So, this fear is being crossed by some information that's not coming in, some truth that you know, but it's not coming out, right? So this is Virgo and Libra. Okay, so again, Virgo is about, is a pentacle energy, is an earthy pentacle energy, also ruled by Virgo, right? So, and Libra is about fair. So there's some sort of communication, something is not moving forward that you really wanted to move forward. Okay, and you're in this space of feeling like it's just ridiculous, it's not fair, because it's Libra, and Libra in reverse Libra's the scales. And you got Libra as one of the crowning energies here. So, Libra's the scales, and you're in this space of saying, like, this is so not fair. This is so screwed up. Okay. Now, I do want to just for a second go back to the dice, because, these are going for career readers as well. So we have the 7th house of relationships in there, guys. When we're talking about career, this could be your business partner, your boss, people who you work really, really closely with. So things are going to be happening very differently in those close career connections, and you're going to be questioning what's fair, what's not fair, and something very new really does need to happen. There is some sort of shakeup that is happening, okay? You have a lot of ideas, but you have to recognize and embrace the fact that there is a lot of change right now, right? Whenever we have Uranus, it's change going into the future. Things are never going to be the same, okay? Saturn rules the past. Uranus is all about the future. So some sort of truth is either coming in that seems rather manipulative, rather nasty, rather curt and to the point, or there's no communication coming in and you're like, what the hell is this? This feels really, really unfair, right? Because Libra is connected to Venus. Venus is about money. It's about self-esteem. So you're just not feeling really good about something here. Now, the crowning energy and the foundation energy, we have the Queen of Coins. You're very focused on money right now, which I understand for sure, right? But I do like this. Now, it's a Queen, so it's a court card. So whenever we have a court card, we should understand it as either you, another person, or an influence. So if it's you, you're very focused on your money right now. You're very, very focused on money. This is Sagittarius and Capricorn, and you're really trying to figure out a way to bring yourself luck and expansion. Some of you may have money coming in, and you may be okay, right? But you're very focused on the idea of money right now. If this is a person, this can indicate somebody coming in and offering you a solution or a job, right? In a way that's going to allow you to move forward with integrity, in a way that's going to allow you success, in work, all right? Again, because it's Sagittarius and Capricorn. Capricorn rules work. Sagittarius rules moving forward with integrity, okay? If this is a general influence, this is something coming to you or an idea coming to you, something coming to you, some sort of solution having to do with money that you really feel very connected to push forward. So some sort of solution is going to be on tap during this time. So then we have the Empress energy, which is beautiful. This is Venus, right? In astrology, it's connected to Venus. The Empress is the mother of the tarot. She's perpetually pregnant, right? So think about that, right? She's, you're pregnant, you cultivate, you nurture the child, and then you birth the child, right? At the end of 9, then you do it again, because she's perpetually pregnant. So this is about growth and leveling up and putting work into something, understanding that it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. Now, for some of you, this could be you are so focused on getting the money going on, having to do with career and figuring all of this out, because your core and your foundation are your children. This is your family, right? So, because the Empress is the mother. Okay, but Scorpio, I see you very focused on wanting to move something forward, because you just want to feel good about yourself and your career. You want to feel like you're being a contributing member of society in the way that you really want to, A lot of you are getting very restless. I feel restless. I'm surprised the 4 of Cups is in here. I feel this definitive restlessness, right? Having to do with like straightening something out once and for all. So we have the 2 of Coins reversed representing you right now, having to do with career. So this is telling me that right now you don't feel like you have many choices. You feel like your choices are very, very limited right now. Now the energy external to you, we have the 2 of Cups reversed, Venus in Cancer. Yeah. I mean, so this energy is not you, and it's not your fault. But Venus in Cancer, that means the money's not coming in. It's making you feel very insecure, very unsafe, but it's not your fault. So this does confirm to me that some job was lost because of the situation that's going on here, or at least you're working differently and your pay is not exactly the same. Something is going on with that. But there's something that you're not feeling very secure about. And, the coins means 2 opportunities, 2 options. You're being offered 2 different things and needing to decide between 2 paths. And it's like you're now feeling like the options are there. So some of you may be, some of you may be, working, obviously if you're in one of the industries that, whether it's your frontline worker or whether you work in the food industry, in any capacity where these are what they consider the mandatory jobs, you're in a space where you're like, you aren't wanting to do this anymore. It's not fitting you anymore, but your options are not there right now. So if you're working, I do definitely feel like you want to get into something else, but the options are not there. But I do see a lot of you not working, and there's this definitive level of fear that's involved in this. So yeah, I mean, you might be one of the frontline workers. You might be working in in an industry where, hey, you even at a supermarket, right? God bless those people. If you're doing any of those jobs, thank you. Seriously, a big thank you. But, it's a scary element, I would imagine, going to work every day, because you just don't know. You can control yourself, but you don't know. Like, a lot of these people are nuts out there, right? They don't want to wear the mask. They don't want to do what they need to do, right, to keep this thing at bay. Anyway, I see that your fear is temperance. I get it. Temperance is an alchemical energy. It's about, what do you need? What does the situation need? What does everybody need? Let's compromise. This is in your fear. You're afraid you're not going to have what you need. You're afraid your family's not going to have what they need. You're afraid that you're afraid of not being able to contribute, so that you can move forward with a clear mind. Now that is your fear position. It's not real. It could be, but it's not. It's your fear. That's where your mental space is at, which is understandable. And then we have, as the final outcome here, we have the Knight of Coins. So, the Knight of Coins is very nice. We like this for a career read, So it's a Leo and Virgo energy. It's a core card. So let's understand that if it's you, this is you taking the bull by the horns and saying, I'm going to be making some changes for myself here. This is nonsense, man. I'm ready to go, right? Because Leo, that's Leo. Leo's like, I'm going to be front and center. I'm going to put myself out there. I'm going to inundate the internet with CVs and resumes, and I'm just going to be really aggressive, right? And fiery towards making the money and getting myself out there. So that would be you. Now, this could also be somebody coming in and offering you a position, you know, absolutely. But I do like that. Yeah, because Four of Wands right now is right, like, in this, I'm sorry, this is the near future. So in the near future, Four of Wands is a very beautiful energy in the upright. But this tells me that you're not going to be feeling very secure. You're just not right away. Venus and Aries. So it's like you're not going to feel good about this new path that you're going to be on with this next leg of your journey. So I do feel like something is going to be coming in, but it's not going to be like what it is that you've been really hoping for, what it is that you've been really looking to do. I don't see that it ending up being that. But let's see what other energies that we can get on that, because this is still a really positive energy, guys. The Four of Wands reverse is one of those that's still positive in the reverse. It just means not now. It means that there's a delay. So maybe the new job comes in, but you can't start it yet. Or you have this fabulous idea to make yourself money, but you can't execute it yet. So the idea is here, but there's a delay in making it happen. So let's see if we can get some additional outcome energies here. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. All right, cool. Okay. So you just want to really make sure. Okay, good. Okay, let's pull one more. We have the World. Okay. All right, still, World's still really positive in the reverse. So, yeah, I mean, the Page of Coins is just this new side. Page is always a cycle. So, as a person, this could be someone offering you position and then redacting on it where you don't end up beginning it, or somebody who offered you something, you know, whether it was money, whether it was some sort of position, whatever it was, and then they end up not giving it to you. You know, but then we have the Knight of Cups energy, which is really good because this is an Aquarius and Pisces energy. So it's like where some offer is taken away, another offer comes in that's different, okay? Because this is, again, Aquarius and Pisces. So Aquarius being ruled by Uranus is about something different coming into you, which is good. You're going to be in this space of confusion though, right? The Hangman is about Neptune. Neptune is a little bit of analysis paralysis. Now you want to make sure that you're not holding on to that past idea or that past job, feeling really bitter about it, not going through, where you're putting yourself in the space of a victim. You want to be careful of that because that's this energy. Because whenever we have Neptune in reverse, there's sort of this, it's that 12th house Pisces victim mentality. So you want to make sure that you're not allowing yourself to stay there. You're only human. This has been a hard time for everybody. And if you're resonating with this reading, it has not been an easy time for you. Be patient with yourself, but understand that whatever was offered to you and then taken away, it happened for a reason. So don't allow yourself to stay in any kind of victim mentality because the support's going to be there. Six of Coins is very nice. It's somebody having your back financially. And this is going to incite you really coming out of any anxiety, any depression, anything that's been that waking you up in the middle of the night kind of energy. That you're going to be on an upswing of that now. The hardest part is behind you. Now the World card is still really, really positive. It just means not yet because you have to look at something that's in the way. So this could certainly just be the COVID situation, but whatever it is, it's still really positive, right? Still really positive. So this indicates that you put a lot of work into making something happen for yourself, and it is going to happen. You just have to give it time. This does indicate delay, but you want to pay attention to any area where you might be holding a little too fast to your ego. Just a little caveat there, but still very, very positive. Still very positive. Yeah, okay, Scorpio, my friends, that is what I have, in my opinion. Two really good outcomes having to do with love and career. So good stuff for you. Let's see what happens, right? You guys be safe. See you guys next time. Thank you so much.